Okay, boys, in this video we're going to do an oil change on this e46, the 330i M54. So, first things first, got the car up on ramps. I don't feel like jacking it up. So, car's already up on ramps. We have the oil cap off. Before you start anything, always take that off. That way air can fill in as you evacuate the oil. This, you're supposed to tighten no more than 25 newton meters. The 25 is not the size fastener, or I guess socket you need. It's 36 millimeter. So I got my 36 Schwaben oil filter houser remover. Put that on there. It's got the 3/8 drive. Boom. Rotate that counterclockwise till it comes off. Now, this is I had the wife pick this up, so hopefully she got the right one. So, assuming the AutoZone people know what they're doing, the STP oil filter S8081 is what we need. Let's replace the filter once we get that out. And then we'll go underneath, and I'll show you drain plug down here. Okay, so if we crawl underneath the front, that's where we got. I've already cracked it loose, that's why there's a little bit of seepage there. It's a 17 millimeter. It's in that little access port right there. So we're going to bust it the rest of the way loose and then capture that oil so we don't leak it all over my driveway. And that's the look inside of our oil filter housing. I've got that off. Put them on the ground here. Make sure you don't lose this guy, which holds that in place. Now, compare that old filter with this new one. They are, in fact, the same size, so you can rest assured your STP SAM 8081 is the correct one. So go ahead and swap that out. And down here, we've got our oils just kind of dripping a little at this point, so we're damn near done. Normally I do those 24-hour oil changes you guys know so much about if you're watching my other oil change videos on cars, but this is not my car, and I want it out of the driveway, so we will not be doing a 24-hour long oil change. This thing would be up and running in a matter of an hour once I get all the paperwork together, so let old boy knows how much he owes me for all this damn work I've been doing on it. So, alright, that's that. We'll go ahead and get her buttoned up back together, and also in here, just make sure you still have your O-ring. That's going to go on the threaded part there of our oil filter housing, and then the washer that's in there, that crush washer, will go on our new on our drain plug bolt before we put it back onto the bottom of the crankcase there. Okay, so we got our Castrol Edge 5W30 we're going to put on here. I've already got the new O-ring on. It goes right there in this little lip for it, not right flush up against the bottom of this. I mentioned that in my E38 video. It does not go there. There's a little designated spot for it just above the threads. Put it there. And then you're ready to rock. Alright, now we're ready to go. Fill our car back up with oil. Okay, boys, so now we got 25 newton meters, or roughly 18 foot-pounds, is what you torque both the 17 millimeter drain plug on the bottom of the crankcase to, and this. So I've already put the filter and everything back in here. I actually filled this up with oil, so make sure the first thing you do is torque the one on the bottom, get that in. You can fill this up with oil, because we know I don't like starting my stuff dry. So fill this dude up with oil, roughly, I think, a quart. Yeah, give or take, roughly a quart. Fill her up, and then we're going to torque down to 18 foot-pounds. Or if you have an inch-pound torque, because I'm too lazy to go get my actual foot-pound one, it's like 216, I think, inch-pounds, roughly. Yeah, we'll go with that. We'll go with like 216 or something like that. Don't want to go over-tighten it, but you don't want oil leaking everywhere. Alright, that's on. That's all you need. Bottom was the same. So now we can fill her up with oil. It takes, I believe, I'm not sure what the liters are. I believe it's about roughly 7.8 to 7.9 quarts. So since I didn't do my long 24-hour oil change, we're going to assume that's maybe 7.5. Okay, we got almost 7.5 quarts of oil in. That's torqued down. The one on the underneath is torqued down. I'm going to check for leaks before we start it, just to make sure we don't have any drippy drips. I don't see any. That's all dirty just from the drainage, and that was also from the draining spot, so I don't think that is anything to worry about. Everything looks fine, so we'll go ahead and start it. I guess I'll grab my funnel out of the way there. Alright, so funnel's off, cap's back on, got our key, let's go start her up. Before we start it up, though, I guess we'll go ahead and reset the service interval, so let's see here. I don't know if I can film me doing this. Motherfucker. Probably not. I guess, okay, here's what we'll do. So, hold this dude, and then we need to turn the key into the 1 position, but I'll need to pause this so I can use my right hand. Okay, so with the key in the 1 position, okay, so now it's reset, right? Now let's flash and press it. Boom! Oil service reset. Okay, now we can start the car. Alright, now we'll go check for leaks. Alright, so everything's nice and quiet sounding up here. Doesn't look like there's anything coming out of our oil filter housing. Just the remnants of anything I spilled during removal. Let's check under here. I don't see anything leaking, so I think we're okay. Go ahead and back it off the ramps. Looks like this thing has a bit of an oil leak, though, on the oil pan gasket, maybe? Unless it's leaking from higher up. So we do have a bit of an oil leak on this thing. Not from this oil change, just one in general. But not a big deal. He's got some spare oil, so he can just add as necessary. Alright, let's go ahead and get this thing off the ramps. Alright, so we're now off the ramps. We're in the car. Things doing okay. Things looking good. Time for leaks. Nothing. Okay. I think we're good to go on that for the oil change. So that's how you change the oil in your e46. Now at this point, since it's on level ground, you'd want to go ahead and shut her off, which is what I'm going to do. And with it back on level ground after shutting the engine off, go ahead and check the oil level again. I actually was about half quart or so low. Actually, I had to put in the full 8 quarts. So full 8 quarts even for not letting it drain for 24 hours, and she was ready to rock. So make sure you do check that. Shut it back off, check the oil level, add as necessary. So 8 full quarts. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace.